Okay, good evening. I think I solved my problem. So, as you can see from the title, it ended up being not that complicated. So what I've been trying to do is, grind these starts for the No Caves outer runs. And I realized that the problem is I'm trying to do two things that are fundamentally at odds with each other. I'm trying to both ensure that I have the bedroll in a run, so that I don't have a, so I don't spend like 5 hours in a run and then find out that I wasted all that time at the end of it. Hey Dallin, good to see you. And also, I'm trying to do a normal start where I, quickly run and go get, teas and a fire starter and not lose too much health. And the problem is that those two things just don't naturally coexist in the game. I don't know, unless you're doing like a Hushed River Valley start, in the old style where you always had the bedroll there. So, let's, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna deal with this. So, essentially, I'm not gonna try to do both things at the same time. So, if we start a new run, and we go Mystery Lake, and spawn in, what I'm gonna do is ensure that this is a run that at least has a bedroll. So we're just going to go straight to the bedroll spawns and not worry about anything else. So this is related in a way to something that Got Milk said in, I don't know if it was the last stream or the stream before. But he said, I'm surprised you're not at the spawn there, turning around and going straight to Spence. Sorry, going straight to Butcher's Camp for the flares. And I told him that, yeah, that's the best strategy from there, but the problem is that I could end up spending a few hours on that run and then find out that it's not a good run because there's no bedroll. So by following the strategy that I'm about to do here, I can ensure that at the very least I have a start that has a bedroll in it, but without paying the negative costs of that. And I'm interested to see what people think of this. So I didn't time this, but I'm guessing I only spend about 5 minutes per run just on this initial part where we see if the bedroll exists. We don't care about any other loot. We're not checking for the fire striker or anything. In a way, it's like, forget about the loot tables, forget about probabilities. It doesn't actually matter what the numbers are. All that matters is there a bedroll here or at the other spot? Alright, so here's the first train car coming up, where the bedroll can be. And I already did this a couple of times and discovered that you don't even have to open the door, you just go right up here, look in the window, and there's no bedroll there. So then we go this way. Okay, Got Milk. Did you, I don't know if you saw any of the beginning of this. Yeah. I'm curious to know what you think of my plan here. We're just about to check the second bedroll spawn, and then I will reveal my secrets here. I'm sure some people have already cottoned on to what the plan is. Well, we don't have a lot of live people right now, but if you're watching the VOD, because obviously this is not a smart strategy, right? Just not picking up any sticks or anything. If you're playing the game normally, this is not a smart strategy. Okay, so we have no bedroll. So, we quit. We never worry about that save ever again. But I have a list here of 4 runs where I did that little check, and there is a bedroll. Now, it's been so long since I did these that I don't even remember which spot the bedroll was in, but that's not the point. The point is that we have some runs, and so if I had found it, I would have immediately quit and renamed this, so this would be a pre-qualified run that we know has a bedroll that I could then run later. So the idea is, instead of doing the spawn and doing the intelligent thing that I would do, which is run to poachers, get the flare, get some teas on the way, start a fire, you know, do all that stuff, and then spending 2 to 3 hours on the run, only to then find out that there's no bedroll on it. Why not just test it? Test the run to see if it has the bedroll at all. Because I'm not... So, this is technically save scumming. I'll grant you that. But I'm not gaining anything other than a ton of wasted time that I would have spent on runs where I would do all the normal things, spend 3 hours, go to Mystery Lake, and oh no, we hit the 2/3 chance that there's no bedroll. Restart. So I just essentially removed all of that long grind. So let me just do another start or two. Maybe we'll get a 5th pre-qualified run, and then we'll go ahead and do one of the other ones. There should be a bedroll 1/3 of the time, so if we're lucky, we'll find another one. So yeah, it's not so much wasting less time during the live stream, although that's true. Like, I could do all of this on stream as well, and it would still be wasting a lot less time. Because the problem was kind of that I was trying to verify the run while playing the run before. And that's what was taking up so much time, right? Because there's no world in which your sane strategy is immediately go for the bedroll at all costs, right? Like, what you would normally do is, let's get the fire in the teas, let's get that started, minimize the health loss, and, you know, check on the bed at the earliest possible convenience. Anyway, I hope I did a decent job of explaining this. After this, I'm only going to do this one more test here. If there's no bedroll on this one, we'll just use our 4 pre-qualified ones. Good morning, Shu. Fair enough. Yeah, I wanted to talk about it early just for because I know people will come in and watch the VOD later, so I just wanted to get the full strategy laid out in the first few minutes of the stream for the people who come to watch later. But I'll go over it again in like 10 minutes or so when there's more people here. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. Welcome in. So yeah, it's some very light saves coming, but I was thinking about it just to make sure I'm not giving myself an advantage that I don't like. I'm not learning anything else about the loot tables. I mean, obviously I know we're on loot table 2 or 3, but that's just what's required to have the bedroll at all. But I'm not learning like fire striker locations, potential match spawns, any of that stuff. I don't believe I'm gaining any in-game benefit. Like if my strategy was spawn, go to poachers, get the flare, run around, spend however many hours playing a normal game, come to Mystery Lake, check for the bedrolls, and if there's no bedrolls, quit. Then essentially this saves like 98% of all that time, but doesn't give me any in-game reward, I think. Feel free to correct me on that if somebody sees a mistake that I've made. Alright, so do we have the bedroll here? We do not. And of course I could do this faster with mods too, like I could just spawn and at the start zip to the 2 spots, see if there's a bedroll, and then quit. Achieve the same effect. Alright, so after this, we'll go ahead and do a real run. And this is pre-qualified. Excellent. Okay, so we found the bedroll, but I'm just gonna label this save. No caves, prequal 5. Get rid of that one. So now I've got 5 starts to work with. Now, obviously we remember where the bedroll is here. I also happen to remember where I found it the first time, so let's just jump in and get... I have no idea where it is on 3, and if I had more of these saves, it'd be easier. It's not like it's that much of a boost anyway. Like if I go here where I know it's at the train car, it doesn't really matter. The point is that it's going to be in one of the two locations. But let's go for prequal 3. Let's rename this. So this is going to be no caves, attempt. I believe we're on, are we on attempt 2? We'll just call it attempt 2. If you're going off of like things that made it past the start to the point where we actually have a bedroll, I think this might be attempt 2. It might be attempt 3. But we'll call it attempt 2 because we had one serious attempt. So now we just spawn here. And we have the mental advantage of knowing that this time isn't all wasted because there at least is a bedroll in the world. No tease. I would say it's fair game if you don't beeline to the exact bedroll spot. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be weird. And it's almost kind of the point that like going for the bedroll is actually a bad strategy. And that was, I think, why I was having so much trouble. Because I was spending all that time going straight for the bedroll. Just because I didn't want to end up wasting time later. Whereas what you would really do, obviously, is go for the flares. Survive this initial blizzard with minimal health loss. Oh, I missed the, I somehow missed the, T's back here. I went too far, I guess. Alright, well this might be a junk start because... What in the world did I do? Alright, well let's check the other T spot at least. There's one right up here somewhere. Kind of stinks that I missed that location. Should be right up here. Only one shroom. You know what? I am going to go for those T's. We'll take a little bit of extra damage, but I can't do this with just a single mushroom. I'll just take this route back. I guess I turned... Yeah, I turned too early. Interesting. Grab these as well. It's still going to be way stronger than my other starts, hopefully. Wow, unlucky. Only 2 shrooms altogether. And 0 rose hips. Well... Yeah, so I guess the one downside to this is maybe I'd prefer, like if I could do it exactly how I wanted, maybe I'd prefer to do the broken railroad spawn. Because you get more T's on the way in. But of course, there'd be no way to check that in advance
On little fire.
for the bedroll spawn. Another piece of coal on here, I think. We're gonna definitely use it. Lantern. Also, I think spawning in Broken Railroad or Muskeg would give me a shorter blizzard, potentially. I don't know if this blizzard duration shortens because we went to Muskeg instead of staying in Mystery Lake. Huh. When I dropped it, it went, like, through the floorboards. Oh no. You can actually lose stuff forever here? If it's small enough, I guess. That would be an unpleasant surprise. Doesn't have much lamp oil in it. I might break this down if we have nothing else to do, I guess. Could eventually stack with some other lamp oil to make enough accelerant, maybe. Ooh, for firewood, very nice. See, I'm afraid now about this going through the floor. Stick it out here and drop it. I guess I've never had my clothes go through the floor here before. Weird that the flare did. Flare is also a very thin object. Seems to be indicating... Oh, maybe because it went like right here? Alright, Blizzard. It's all on you now. How long does this take? An hour? So if I start this right when I start a batch of water, I could do that. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's gonna be close.
Starting to feel numb.
I want this wind to calm down a bit before I travel. I really don't want to waste this, Well, it isn't a match, but waste this flame. Yeah, it's way too windy right now. Okay, frostbite risks are gone. Let's see if I can find another scrub brush to harvest. I'm in the wind here, unfortunately. Yeah. And this is just not cooperating. Alright, I guess... harvest this since we're not doing anything else. No, 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 no. Definitely not. Wind shifted on me.
I can't feel my hands.
I can't sit here forever. I guess we just roll the dice next time the wind calms down. Anything else to work on? Tinder plugs? No. Oh, jeez. I think we just eat this. If it gives us food poisoning, then that's a sign that the run isn't meant to happen. I think you can actually get food poisoning from these if you're unlucky. I don't know how the percentage works. Okay, we didn't get unlucky. Take a little bit of damage just to get that fuel.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do. "15% condition loss really isn't bad. I can maintain it. I mean, we're going to lose some to exhaustion, of course. Quite a bit. I think we go to Spence. We're going to drop off all this metal. Maybe get a couple hours of sleep. Can't do anything until this wind stops, though. Alright. As soon as I'm warmed up, we leave. Gonna give me about 4 torches. Yeah, that'll be good.
Anything else? Don't think I'm forgetting anything else. So I think this is a relatively unlucky start. Obviously we have the luck of knowing that we have the bedroll, but just in terms of the only finding one tea, getting stuck here for so long after the blizzard. Alright, let's go. See if we can get both of these. Yes. Great visibility. Well, I should have left a little time on that fire, I guess. I didn't think it was, it's still negative 16. Where are you guys? I guess we have to go towards them. That wolf is bugged. What do you mean that wolf is bugged? Is it like underground or something? Invisible? I'm being brave here because I don't really care if I lose this run since we already lost our flare or our stuck underground or something. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Explains a lot. I mean, what do you even do with this? Just accept that it wasn't meant to be because of the wind? I mean, I can take more damage if I want to. Ditch this save and play another one? I mean, it really does seem like it, doesn't it? I just hate to immediately jump to that. I'm gonna give it a second longer. We might find some matches or something up here. At least go check the snow shelter camp, I guess, and then decide what to do from that point. I mean, I knew this was a possibility. Just because we have a bedroll doesn't mean the save automatically succeeds. That's why I created multiples. Yeah, okay. I mean, we're not dead. We still have the blue flare, but it just, it feels wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky. I could definitely see that as being too picky. But let's just see how, another one works. I don't remember much about these. Let's just take the second one. I actually want to rename it first. Get out of there. I mean, it definitely felt like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Look at this. We've already got rose hips and firewood in this save. This is very clearly the superior save. Okay, this time I didn't get lost. But here are the reishi mushroom stumps. Ooh, we have at least one.
Damn, I'm freezing.
No mushrooms here. Alright, already off to a much better start. Unfortunately only 3 mushrooms and not 4. Would love to have that second tea, but at least we have progress towards the next tea. Maybe I need to figure out where another tea spawn is that's not too far out of the way. I still don't know how I feel about that last save. Quitting at 85% health just feels wrong. Yeah, I would be officially save scumming if I use that save again. That's why I'm renaming them when I start, so I don't, like, reuse the same save multiple times. Ow. I think I forgot to take my clothes off. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Stuff didn't really get that wet this time. Got milk. I don't know if you were, I don't think you were here yesterday or earlier today, whenever it was. When I realized that I could just do my normal summit start, get the flare gun, kill 2 bears, and rush the bear bedroll. Have that be how I ensure that I have a bedroll. If these starts don't work out, maybe we'll do that instead. Ugh, I've only got 3 extra coal. Okay, blizzard's over much earlier this time. That's nice. Let's see. If this wind isn't bad, I think we just go now. Negative 13. I think we just risk it and go now. That would be much better. Wouldn't the 3-way cave be off limits? Yeah, but I could. I don't have to go through 3-way to do the summit. If you're talking about building the snow shelter. You know, I mean, obviously that's a great place to sleep, but I can build a snow shelter somewhere else or just use coffee to get out of there. I guess the nearest place I'd be able to sleep would be in like a car in Pleasant Valley or something. There's a minimum of 10 coffee or 15 coffee in Timberwolf. Okay, this is ready. I need to go ahead and grab all these torches and go. This doesn't look promising, but I'm just gonna make it work. Or try to make it work. Hey, let's leave like an hour on here. 45 minutes, that's good enough. Oops. One last thing. Let's throw all of our clothes on. Okay. Wait, what? This is the leaning thing. Oh, it's right out there. Okay. I get lost so easily here. Uh-oh, I don't remember if I got a stone. It doesn't really matter.
I need to find some place to escape this cold. Too cold to think.
Looks like we got no snow shelter again. I don't think we take the upper route. I think we stay down here. On to 84, I didn't see what we were at before. I don't think I have much to do here except pastime. Unfortunate. So the other thing I'm going to do a bit differently from how I was playing last time, because I was definitely way too complacent last time, is I'm just going to use everything. Like, I'm going to use the coal at Spence. I'm going to get all the teas and use them. I'm not going to, like, try to set up for forging later. We're just going to preserve health, use up resources, and, you know, try to push ahead on the clothing curve as much as possible. Really try to preserve teas. Probably leave a few minutes on this just in case. Looks really nice out though. A bit of a risky move on my part, trying to navigate this in the dark fog like this. I think this is right. Oh, here comes the wind. There was a container right around here. Not gonna spend time looking for it.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Come back and grab all these sticks later.
Man, oh, rust suit, I'm gonna faint.
Oh, they're frozen. Never mind. Alright, let's just get this thing started. There's no oil up here, is there? No.
Sure getting cold.
Quick as you can, please, Astrid. Starting this fire instead of the forge because
Come
it
on,
heats up faster.
Come on.
Alright, now here I should avoid using coal if at all possible. Let's just throw everything on that isn't coal. We can quickly grab some of this stuff. And this. You can just see, yeah, we're close enough. Go and throw that on as well.
So cold. I just
Okay,
wanna lay down for a bit.
officially warm. Let's drop these, get them thawing out. No jacket. It's unfortunate. %82% condition at Spence. Not bad.
This'll come in handy.
Right, we can leave all the scrap here.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
$47, $48, $21. $23, $47, $23. Ooh, that's a find. Wow. Oh, that almost makes up for not having a jacket up here. I mean, it kind of does.
Come on. Think of fire. Think of hot fire. Yeah.
Can't tell if this is turning foggy or blizzard. Probably doesn't really matter that much. Fire time, we're good. Neither.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, we have a run officially. Nice. Wow, Spence is unbelievably kind to me this run. That's crazy. It is nasty good. Holy cow. Accelerant, scarf, Mackinac, matches. This and the previous run feel like night and day. Ooh, really good mushroom spawns here too. I feel like this is above average. I still get frostbite on my hands this run. I'm not gonna worry too much about it if it happens. Unlikely we'll spend long enough here to completely clear it. But I will happily eat that frostbite. Alright, still more sticks to be gathered over here, but let's go back for now. No, oh my goodness, we got the hacksaw too. Crazy. Let's do a quick sprint here. Okay. That's fine. I'm happy to eat this blizzard, we can sleep, and then when it ends, we leave. It's still early enough. I mean, this is like ideal travel time, but you can't have everything. I'll grab that hacksaw. Wow, these are in good condition too. I didn't even list this among my treasures. Is this the piece of scrap? No. I don't think we have the scrap this game. Alright, well, definitely take all this off so we're not taking damage on it. Got 5 scrap to leave behind. Wait, how did I get 8 mushrooms? I guess I already had 1 and I found 7? Crazy. Really good. Alright, this is starting to get a bit unfortunate. This is really an ideal travel time. Okay. As soon as this wind ends, we go. Probably just leave the leather shoes here. We know we'll be back. That's weight I don't want to carry around right now. And we forgot to put this on. Yeah, -5 in wind shelter. Absolutely insane. So it'd be -2 with a torch. I don't know how I'm doing for tinder. Guess we'll pick this up for now. I don't even want to spend that long out here because I don't want to... When this ends, we need to be traveling, not warming up by the fire. Let's just grab the loot here and get out of here. Oops. No, don't go out. Okay. Those are all really good. I think we harvest 40% plus torches, no real reason. Okay, Wind, whenever you're ready. I think I've done everything I really can. I could grab that crate. It's an hour, though. No, I think it'd be better to sleep for an hour, and I don't want to sleep for an hour because as soon as this goes, we're leaving. Yeah, I don't want to do an hour-long activity. Let's just sleep for an hour. Painful, but well, now I'm glad I did that because the wind lasted pretty much that whole time. Okay, time to go. -12. What is that? Huh, just... Oh, the little supports for the trees. Okay, nothing there. I guess I don't really need to loot that much because we're not really looking for the hacksaw. And I'm afraid that tea is going to get cold any second. I think we just finish it now. Might waste a little bit. Hey, Ted. Welcome in. Can I spend night at Spence's? Well, I just came from Spence's. So, now I'm intentionally, running to drain my energy because I'm still early enough in the game that we have to, like, squeeze every resource that we can. So I'm just gonna take exhaustion hits once my energy runs out. And we probably won't sleep until we get the bedroll. Kind of a standard early game OuterNOGOA strategy for me, at least. In all modes. All variants.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Well, I guess you're right. Although on a mode like this, backtracking, the risky proposition at best. Alright, so I got mushrooms down there. Go ahead and chain this. Yes, I can use the bed there. I did, in fact. I slept there quite a bit. I'm sure you already got that, just clarifying. Alright, that's the closest I'm going to let myself use anything near a cave. Just looting teas. Now, there's a couple of snow shelters possible on the way out of here. We already ruled out one of the locations that can have a snow shelter. I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to setting up near one. Probably wouldn't sleep unless the weather changed, though. Alright, let's just burn the last of this energy. There it goes.
Sleep right here.
Okay, I do have a stone on me. Good to know. I think there are 3 spawn points for snow shelter and FM. I think there's 4. And yeah, we're going to Mystery Lake. I'm just taking the outer circuit for all the teas. I think we go ahead and have a fire somewhere around here.
Cold.
Just do it right here. We got some stuff we can harvest. Oh, should have used a book.
Come on, little fire.
In fact, I think I'm going to burn at least one of those books just to cut down on weight.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, let's go. Gotta put some fuel on here before we get cold. Take it down to like 35-ish.
God, I could eat a horse.
Quite close to Transition Cave to Bleak Inlet. Well, that's where I am now, basically. And yeah, I know about the one, quote-unquote, under the tower. Unfortunately... Yep, there goes all my fuel. That's okay. I'll still come out of here mostly warm with hot teas. I don't know if I could have set it slightly lower and it would have been sheltered by that. Could just move it. We're gonna get the full ember duration of this. We'll have all the warmth from these 3 teas. We probably make it at least to the next spot that could have a snow shelter. Could get lucky here too with a wind direction change. Seems unlikely. Hey, Jugo. Well, every time anything happens, the wind picks up, so it's not you. Wouldn't worry about it. Wait and see whether the snow shelter is here. If I can spot it early enough, might not need to drink another tea. Don't remember exactly where it is, but I think it's usually right around here. Yeah, definitely doesn't seem to be here. Should have just had the full tea. Right. I feel like this is gonna get cold while I'm drinking it. Definitely the last one we have. Ah, you. Got it. I guess if I'm going to play this mode, I really should learn the exact locations of all the snow shelters, not just the 1 or 2 that I kind of know. How did my previous OuterNOGOA end? I got down to like 10% health and just... I had completely run out of teas, I think was the main thing. I didn't actually technically die, I just reached the point where I knew that it was over. I just had a couple of coal left, no teas. It was really cold, I was way behind the clothing curve. So I just kind of threw in the towel. Wind chill's -13. I'm gonna give this wind just a second to decide what it's gonna do, and then I'm gonna light a torch. No frostbite yet. Yeah, this is a start where I don't necessarily get frostbite. In fact, I just realized we can go to the plane crash and get the gloves and probably make sure I don't get frostbite. I mean, we're basically going that way anyway. 'Cause we gotta go get a bedroll and actually sleep. Okay, definitely lighting this. No reason not to. Well, if this is Muskeg's parting gift, I'll be extremely happy. Could take some nice evening fog for my first foray into Mystery Lake. Alright, I need to take a break. I'm gonna pause the game right here just before the transition. And then we'll go on the other side and make a fire and get warmed up. One thing I'm a little bit concerned about is... it's been forever since we had a save game. So I think we will kind of beeline, go get the bedroll, and get some sleep. And just pause it right here. Okay, I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, we're not getting frostbite to get a save point. That's pretty funny though. Actually, you know what I should do? I should really just get a sprain, because it's not like we can run anyway. And it's been so long since we had a save game. I'm actually a little bit worried to even do any cooking here, because if we get the cooking bug, I would lose so much progress. To redo all of this.
Come on, little fire. Perfect.
Alright, need like 20 or 30 sticks. Come on. And when you want a sprain... Okay. Alright, we have to say... Wait, didn't say saved, did it? Huh. Sure didn't see it. Maybe it did. I mean... I've never had it not save from a sprain. So we'll just assume that it worked. Alright, we gotta make some stuff first. Okay. Get this going. It did save? Okay, thank you. Oh, we're not gonna use rosehip teas because now we have pain. Go and do mushrooms. Oh my goodness, 17 mushrooms. Muskeg is such a bountiful region. Hello? Oh, this didn't trigger for some reason, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that was weird. Maybe I'm too close to the exit or something. Okay, now. Gotta save a lot of fuel. So food is actually an issue right now. Not sure what I want to do about that. Hey, the bills. Yeah, it's a custom code with everything set to insanely difficult. Let me just think for a second. So I've got my teas. What are we doing? I guess we're just leaving. I just got briefly distracted. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, yeah. Get this beautiful muskeg fog coming into Mystery Lake.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
I think I'm going to take a safer route just to ensure I don't get lost. I'll go via camp office. Is playing the game like this enjoyable? I find it enjoyable. I like the struggle. Obviously, it's not for everyone. Yeah, so it's the rules that Ted just laid out, and then the outer part basically means we can't go inside. And then I've added the no caves restriction recently just to see how that plays. We never got rid of our frostbite risk, but I don't think it's going to climb while we're in the fog here. Yeah, no, I can understand. And I've tried challenges before where I'm like, okay, this is just hard for the sake of being hard and not actually fun at all. I don't play stuff like that as a general rule. This I'm quite enjoying though. Some recipes still get your health up. Yeah. When they added the cooking recipes, they didn't really add an option to disable the healing. So you can heal quite a bit with the recipes if you allow that. A lot of people think that's not really in the spirit of the original rules, so they just don't use it. That's right, this does not have the misery afflictions. And it also doesn't have the insane temperature drop that early game does for misery. Hey Kirk, welcome in.
Ow! I could eat.
I have to put up with Astrid's moaning for a little bit because I decided to get a sprain just to save all my progress.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
That smarts a bit.
Okay, one final tea and then probably wait for the next fire. And just drink the rest of this. Okay, so the plan is if the bedroll is in the train car up here, we're gonna go to logging camp and sleep there. If the bedroll is all the way at the hunting blind, then I guess we'll have to loop around to the fishing hut to sleep.
It's a bit, but I'll make it. Ow!
See, what else can I drop? Maybe we start a fire near this deer up here. Try to time my warm up so we can harvest the deer if it's there. Get some food in me before we sleep.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
Well, the lantern is obviously not worth carrying around. What else do I have? Need all the fuel. Frostbite risk is climbing.
That smarts a bit.
Man, I don't know. I just don't have time to do everything. Guess I could leave a bunch of heavy stuff with the deer. Like a quick run up for the gloves and come back.
But I'll make it.
Wouldn't be so painfully slow then.
Ow.
It's probably the way to do it. Oh my goodness, there's a hammer here. What the heck? We could actually just go forge. Alright, dear. Are you actually here? If you're not, we have to make different plans. You are here. Perfect. Yeah, so the birchbark tea thing, it is limiting in the long run, but in the late game you can get like a lot of clothing. Ooh, that's nice. That's a lot of food.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Remember the hammer left in HRV? Hey, that one wasn't my fault. gonna get the small piece here. That's it. I don't think we have... No, we don't have stuff to cook. Just these 2 teas. We can leave this fire going when we go. Okay, let's see. We're at 18. We can leave the hacksaw here. Put the can on the fire. Yeah. Let's drop this and this. We're at 16. Okay, good enough. I don't trust myself to leave anything cooking here. I don't think we'll be back that quickly. What day are you on? It's like day 2. I got really lucky at Spence. We got like a Mackinac, a hacksaw, and matches all at Spence Family Homestead. Guess it wouldn't really be that bad if I got another spray in here. Just more save game. Oh, and the combat boots. The combat boots were at Spence too. Yeah, it was just really good. I think my my hat was there, my scarf. Yeah, it was just really, really good.
That smarts a bit.
I think I can use this.
These are probably completely frozen. Oh, just wet. Okay. Just throw them on now then. I guess because it's been like nice and foggy here. It hasn't really been raining or snowing or freezing cold, I guess. Should I start carrying these with me? Maybe.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
Hacksaw hammer, Mackinac combat boots, no frostbite, and full cover. Yep. It's pretty sweet. Let's see if it's actually day 2. Yep, it's day 2. And it's about to be day 3, to be fair. And 74% health. It's gonna go down a little bit more with exhaustion, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and cook the rest of this meat up. Get these ready. I'm hoping I won't need to make more teas before we go. Okay, we need more fuel on this fire. It's not warming me up very fast. Definitely want all the fuel. Definitely need the hacksaw. The food comes with me. Tempted to leave. Yeah, I think this stuff stays here. Can definitely comes with me. This stuff is going to end up curing up at the tower anyway, when I eventually get a chance. I don't want to carry the hammer and the scrap metal right now either. There's no way 37% was my lowest torch. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that should be all the meat. Might as well take the last torch off of here. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to get cold. -17. So Ted, you weren't here at the start, but so what I did was I kind of pre-screened my starts to make sure that there would be a bedroll in Mystery Lake, because I didn't want to spend, like I didn't want to do what I just did, which is spend 2 hours getting a run all set up and then come here and find out that there's no bedroll, because I just don't have that kind of time to grind. Isn't there a stick right here? Yeah, here we go. Anyway, the point is we're getting the bedroll. It's either in the train car or in the hunter's blind. So essentially, instead of doing the start,
First aid soon.
No, I actually don't know what loot table I'm on. If you go watch the start of the stream, you'll see what I did. I mean, I basically save scummed, but I didn't get the benefits of save scumming. I just made sure that we had a bedroll, and I don't even remember, because I did a few saves. I don't remember which place it's in. It's either here or it's in the other one, since those are the only two legal spots. Imagine I messed it up and we get here and there's no bedroll, though. Actually, we might still have to travel really far. If it's not here, we gotta go all the way down there and then all the way around to the fishing hut before we have a place to sleep. So I guess we just really hope it's in here. Not according to the loot table. Hey, Battlefield. So no bedroll here, unfortunately. So we gotta go the long way around. This is gonna be a little painful. Let's go ahead and polish this off. Please elaborate. Okay, so I started a new game in Mystery Lake, and I ran straight to there, checked for the bedroll, ran straight to here, checked for the bedroll, and if there was no bedroll in either spot, then I quit the game and restarted. If I did find a bedroll in either spot, then I quit the game and renamed that save to no caves pre-qualified X, where X is a number from 1 to 5. And I did that a bunch of times. So at the end of it, I had a bunch of NOGOA saves where all I knew about the save was there's a bedroll in Mystery Lake. So in effect, yeah, Jen, I'll comment on that in a minute. I guess we might as well get these sticks while we're here. There's a lot of sticks over this way, a few cattails maybe. So in effect, instead of starting the game, playing for like 3 hours, getting to Mystery Lake, and then seeing, is this a viable run? Do I have a bedroll? Instead of that, I started the game, made sure it was a viable run first, and then spent all that time playing. We have enough tinder, but just grabbed a birch bark to be a completionist.
Need some first aid soon.
How many matches I got? I got 1 pack at Spence. So we probably have like 10 left or something. 10 left and a blue flare, I think.
I'll make it.
Yes, I spawned in Mystery Lake. If you're still confused, just go back and watch the first 10 minutes of the stream. I think I did a pretty good job at explaining it there, and you can see kind of the process. Oh, we're gonna need another fire. I'm gonna be so slow trudging to that fishing hut to sleep.
That smarts a bit.
You know, we're gonna be able to make more water. Let's just leave this here. I can just make water while I'm sleeping. Uh-oh. Where's this wind coming from?
My fingers feel numb.
Behind me, it looks like.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Explain it one more time, but now in French.
Come on, little fire.
Oh, so Jan, I was gonna comment on me being up late. You know what, let's use a coal. I don't want to waste all my fuel on here just to get it blown out instantly. Ugh, I have to make more tea. There's no way around it. Which means I guess we do need to make this water. I sure hope I jiggled that tea. Oh no, it's burning. It's burning, it's burning. Ah, it's okay. It was just a partial. I have a lot of teas. I should have canceled. That's painful. You know what? Let's use some of this heavy food too. So good. All right. Ooh, bandages and some painkillers.
Ow! Did I?
All right, let's not burn any more teas. We sacrificed one to the very kind TLD gods. I lost my train of thought. Oh, was I talking to you? So what happened was I fell asleep at like 6 o'clock, like 6 p.m. I was just so tired, and I woke up at 10, and I thought, you know, I've got this great idea for what I want to do. I'm just going to stream now. So I'm doing a middle of the night stream, and I'm going to go back to bed and get another like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, hopefully, once we're done here. Me? Lose my train of thought while talking? Never. It's 12:30. So, just after midnight. So I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. And as soon as we get the bedroll and save, I'm probably going to go to bed. Alright, last tea. We pull all the torches off of here. Make water when I get there. It's already morning. Lighten the load a little bit with these. Oh, it's gonna be so nice when we have well-fed and we're not exhausted all the time and can actually carry all this stuff around. Bedroll is 84%. I just saw that. That's nice.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon. What do you know? Looks like I survived another.
Guess I had a third tea I didn't realize. Gonna make sure not to drink that one. Planning to go summit later in the run? Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if I survive, we're gonna try to do everything. Getting stims a priority? No, because my health is so high. I don't need stims. And they don't decay or anything. Stims can be gotten much later in the run at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought much beyond my next sleep, to be honest. We could throw a bunch of stuff down to cure and then go forge. But I think it's more likely that we throw some stuff down to cure and go to Timberwolf. Pleasant Valley and Timberwolf, get a bunch of clothing. Try to get ahead on the clothing curve. Okay, I gotta remember there's burdock here. I'm 90% certain I do not have a pry bar yet. And saplings, you know what? Honestly, we just come back here. I'm not going to get the teas right now. We're going to come back for the saplings and the burdock and everything eventually anyway. I just want to get to shelter. Hopefully before we get cold.
That spreads a bit.
Outer Maglands? I mean, it can spawn here or in Pleasant Valley, but honestly, it's irrelevant. I wouldn't use the mag lens, even if I found it, I don't think. Oh my gosh, that deer scared me. Are you running from a wolf? No, I think he was just running from me. There is a wolf over there. Oh man, getting a wolf to kill a deer right here would be quite something. Alright, we just tank a little bit of cold damage here. Nothing I can do about it. Loot in transition caves are allowed? I can't even go in transition caves, Ted. Caves are completely off limits. So I can't go to Hush River Valley or Blackrock ever. Can't go to Winding River.
It's first aid soon.
Have to climb the ropes to get into Milton. Let me just see what the temperature is before I start this fire. Yeah, it's too cold to mess around with anything. I think I burned this accelerant. Alright, let's get all these heavy sticks on here. Huts are allowed? What is this, Pilgrim? Oh my goodness. You guys. Now, this is a poor imitation of Frankie. Ah, perfect time for a blizzard. I mean, it really is. I need to sleep anyway. Let's get all this stuff off. Okay, so what did we theoretically stabilize at? 66%. Could be better, could be worse. Isn't there a hut with a door? There probably is, but those huts are worse. I mean, they're not really worse. There are some edge cases where they're slightly worse. Alright. Time to get some sleep. Wonder if we're getting the full burn bonus on this.
It's better.
4 hours, 3 minutes. Yeah, so 32 minutes elapsed. So Bill, there's a burn bonus where, or the bills, I should say. There's a burn bonus based on how cold it is where you are, and I think if you have a door on your hut, it gives you an additional +3, which makes the burn bonus worse, slightly worse. Like it's a very minor effect, and it only happens under certain circumstances. No, Ted, it is +3. The huts that have a door are +3. The huts without a door get no bonus. Cars are +5. It's great if you're trying to fish without a fire. Like if you have really strong clothing and you want to fish without a fire going, you absolutely want one that has a door. You know, it's so kind of the game to give me blizzards only when I need to sleep up to this point. Only when I can usefully sleep anyway. Alright, I think we're going to leave it there. That'll be my save. I think my main concern now is food, but we have the hacksaw. So we can potentially go back and grab that deer that's nearby. I think, likely, because we only have half energy and it's getting pretty late, likely I'll, let me see how much fuel I have. Yeah, I'll spend some time around the lake here. We'll gather up a bunch of fuel. And we'll aim to go to bed around midnight. And just do a big full sleep so we start with full energy the next day. Because it's going to take some time to get caught up. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'm going to go get the other half of my sleep. Another nap and stream again. Hey, it wasn't a nap, it's biphasic sleep. That's what our ancestors all used to do back before we had electric lighting. Alright, thanks everyone. Thanks, Battlefield, Jen, the Bills, Ted. It's been fun. See you next time.